Surely the demonic people had a plan. Well, do you see this fire? You're going to get more of this on Parliament on November the 5th. Because that's where we're going. It'll be a slow, long battle. We've lost, but in here we haven't lost. In here we haven't lost because we're still free. And the government don't want us to be free mentally and physically. Palestinian to UK. We will never go away.
Guy Fawkes Day, what is that? Well, it's a day commemorated in Britain now mostly as tradition. Bonfires and fireworks are set up at night. And the Brits go out and buy their Guy Fawkes doll, I'm not making this up, and then burn him. Guy Fawkes is England's most notorious traitor. But protesters revere him. Why? Important history. If you ever see V for Vendetta, that's what this is really all about. Or that's who they're portraying. On November 5th, 1605, Fawkes was caught plotting up to blow the Houses of Parliament in hopes of killing the King, the Prince of Wales, and members of the Parliament, which he described as making life difficult for Catholics. Fawkes was well known. He was actually popular among soldiers and respected in general as pleasant, cheerful, and loyal. But he was also skilled in the matters of war. And in 1605, he and a small group of Catholics conspired to assassinate the Protestant king, King James. Remember the Bible? Well, they decided on a scheme to blow up the Parliament building, and they were going to use gunpowder. They infiltrated one of the homes of the king's assistants, who kept the king's wardrobe, and eventually gained access to a nearby dirty, old, unused basement right beneath the House of Lords. And they started putting gunpowder in it, and they stored it there. 36 barrels of gunpowder. How does Guy Fawkes fit in this story? Well, he was the night watchman. An anonymous letter was sent to the British Lord warning of a possible coming attack. And it was passed along to the king, who then sent men to conduct a thorough search. Well, there in the basement was Guy Fawkes, and he was arrested. And then King had his way with him. He was tortured and then sent to trial. Didn't take long in deliberation. Fawkes and his accomplices were found guilty and sentenced to death. But remember, this is before America and, cruel and unusual punishment and all that stuff. Usually when you have a monarch or a tyrant ruling things, they want to make an example of anybody who tried to usurp their power. He was the very last one to be executed, which not really pleasant. First you were hung to near death, then you were disemboweled, beheaded, and then, I guess just for fun, chopped into 4 pieces. Okay. On his way up the scaffolding, to where they could hang him almost to death, he mustered up the strength to leap off. He broke his neck. He avoided the worst part of the execution. Londoners were encouraged to celebrate the king's escape by lighting bonfires. The protesters in London said they were headed for Parliament on November 5th, and as you heard her say, there's going to be more of that. And she was standing in front of a bonfire. I'd take them at their word. These people are expressing solidarity with the Occupy Wall Street movement. And whether they know it or not, the Occupy Wall Street protesters are expressing solidarity with violent revolutionaries. One of the top-selling items at Occupy Wall Street is this, a mask, showing up everywhere. WikiLeaks' Julian Assange showed up at Occupy London wearing that mask. That's the hacker group Anonymous. In a new video, Anonymous, the group issues a warning to Mexican drug cartels wearing the mask. They're threatening to publish the cartel's identities and clients if they don't turn over an anonymous hacker that was previously kidnapped. If the hacker doesn't go free, Anonymous says, something will happen on November 5th. Remember the mask from V, the movie V from Vendetta? That's Anonymous telling the drug cartels. And V from Vendetta. Show the last scene of Parliament being blown up. Do we have that? We have it? Hang on, it's coming. There it is. This is V from Vendetta. And what are they all doing? They're watching Parliament blow up. That mask, by the way, designed after this guy. Yeah, Guy Fawkes, the man who attempted to assassinate the king and who tried to kill as many other politicians as possible. Some useful idiots may wear the mask of Guy Fawkes without having any clue as to what they're actually saying or what it means. What it means is they're a violent revolutionary. But you can rest assured that most of them know exactly why they're wearing the mask. They don't want change. They want revolution. And they're perfectly okay with being violent or killing a whole bunch of people to get it. After all, quote, terrorism is only terrorism when the state is not a fascist dictator, which it is now. We're being ruled by selfish pigs whose time has come that, well, it's time for them to go. That is what V for Vendetta was all about.
GBTV. The truth lives here.